Welcome back, riders, rebels, and witnesses to what I can only call a revolution. Here on Chrono Wheels, where we track the machines that don't just break the mold, they smash it. NNFOR over a century. Harley-Davidson has been more than a manufacturer in Milwaukee. It has been the steel and chrome cornerstone of American mythology. Their creed is gospel, heavy metal, deep chrome, and the soulful, unmistakable thunder of that 45-degree V-twin. It's the sound of freedom, the symbol of the open road. It is unwavering tradition, untouchable heritage, and an almost religious commitment to a singular, beautiful identity. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, an entirely different kind of warfare was being waged. A war of technology, of feather-light materials, of razor-sharp handling and explosive, high-revving power. This is the brutal, unforgiving world of the Streetfighter. A domain ruled by the passionate Italians, the refined British hooligans, and the brutally precise Austrians. A world that Harley-Davidson, by every single definition they ever wrote, could never and should never dare to enter. To do so would be sacrilege. It would be an outright betrayal of everything the bar and shield stands for. NNBUT. Here is the truth of survival. What happens when an icon is backed into a corner? What happens when tradition is no longer enough to keep the engine running? You don't just bend the rules. You take a sledgehammer and you shatter your own legacy into a million pieces. This is the 2026 Harley-Davidson Iron Fist 975. And I'm telling you, this is the most controversial, defiant, and brutally American street fighter the world has ever seen. This is not just a new motorcycle. This is an act of war. Declared against Harley's own past. New Revolution Max X. The sound of sacrilege NTO waged this war. Harley needed a new kind of heart. The air-cooled dinosaurs of their past were never going to cut it. They took their most modern engine, the Revolution Max 975T, and handed it to their engineers with a single, aggressive directive: unleash the beast. The result is the Revolution Max 975X. And trust me, the X stands for extreme, or maybe experimental, betrayal. This 60-degree V-twin with DOHC was already a modern marvel, but for the Iron Fist, it has been transformed. Standard cast pistons? Gone. They've been replaced with high-compression, lightweight forged pistons. The cams have been reprofiled with more aggressive lift and duration, ruthlessly shifting the power band from the traditional low-end grunt to the vicious mid-range punch and screaming top-end rush of a proper street fighter. NNTHE variable valve timing, VVT, has been recalibrated for maximum aggression, phasing the cams for extreme overlap at high RPMs, letting this engine breathe fire all the way up to a stratospheric 10,500 RPM redline. The intake system is redesigned with massive throttle bodies and a high-flow airbox that sits where the gas tank used to be, greedily gulping cold air. And the sound. That beautiful, horrifying sound. The exhaust is a stunning, high-mounted 2-into-1 system designed in collaboration with the Italian masters at SC Project. It doesn't rumble. It doesn't potato. It barks. It has a visceral, jagged, offbeat roar that is completely alien to any Harley before it. The sound of a cornered animal finally fighting back. The final output? A verified 145 horsepower and 100 newton-meters of torque. These numbers don't just enter the European arena. They walk straight to the center and punch the champion in the mouth. The war on weight, chassis of Betrayal Harley-Davidson has always been defined by its heavy steel frame. The Iron Fist has no frame, not in the way we know it. In the most radical departure from tradition in the company's 120-year history, the Revolution Max 975X engine is the frame. It is a fully stressed member of the chassis. Bolted directly to the front is a minimalist cast aluminum trellis structure that holds the headstock. Bolted to the rear is a lightweight composite subframe. This is pure Italian superbike philosophy. By eliminating the traditional frame, the engineers have created a structure that is immensely rigid, incredibly light, and offers a direct, unfiltered line of communication between the rider and the road that no previous Harley could ever dream of. NNTHE geometry is equally alien to Milwaukee. A steep, aggressive 23.5-degree rake and a short, nimble trail give the Iron Fist the kind of razor-sharp telepathic turn-in that was previously the exclusive domain of brands like KTM and Ducati. NNTHE war on the traditional steel fuel tank is gone, replaced by a lightweight polymer fuel cell located under the seat, perfectly centralizing mass. The wheels are the lightest forged aluminum wheels Harley has ever produced. The final curb weight? An astonishing 199 kilograms, 439 pounds, fully fueled and ready to fight. This is a Harley-Davidson that weighs less than a Suzuki SV650. Let that sink in and digest the sheer audacity. Components for Combat-NTO compete with the Europeans. You must use their weapons. The Iron Fist is draped in the best components money can buy. And suspension, a full, top-of-the-line package from Öhlins NIX30 front forks and a TTX36 rear shock. This is superbike-level componentry, completely adjustable, and a direct insult to the basic setups on many rivals. End brakes. Dual 330mm floating discs, clamped by Italian Brembo Stylema monoblock calipers. This is the exact same stopping hardware found on the Ducati Panigale V4. The stopping power is immense, precise, and will instantly recalibrate your perception of what a Harley-Davidson is capable of. Every detail screams performance. The aggressive rear-set foot pegs, the flat, wide handlebars, the thin seat that forces you into a forward-canted fighting stance. This is not a motorcycle built for cruising. This is a motorcycle built for brawling GWAT ends. The electronic predator, RDRS-Assault NTHE Iron Fist, isn't just a mechanical brute. It's an electronic predator. It features Harley's most advanced rider aid package ever, a system they brilliantly call RDRS-Assault, Rider Defensive and Reflexive Systems Assault Package. Governed by a 6-axis IMU, this suite includes NNCTCS cornering traction control, 8 levels, including a track mode that allows for controlled heroic power slides, NNC ABS cornering ABS, with a special Supermoto mode that allows the rear wheel to be purposely locked for sliding into corners. Now an FLC front lift control, 5 levels of wheelie management, right up to the pure, unadulterated maximum attack. NNTHE riding modes themselves. The American brawler enters the European arena. NNTHE Ducati Streetfighter V2 is passionate and soulful. The Iron Fist matches its power and then beats it on sheer, raw, mid-range torque. It's less of a delicate dance, more of a back-alley mugging. NNTHE Triumph Speed Triple is refined and sophisticated. The Iron Fist is cruder, louder, and more visceral. It's less of a gentleman's express, and more of a fight you pick just because you can. NNTHE KTM 890 Duke R is the super scalpel. It might still hold the edge in ultimate track finesse, but the Iron Fist hits back with a sledgehammer of V-twin horsepower and character that the parallel twin KTM simply cannot match. NNTHE Iron Fist doesn't try to beat the Europeans at their own game of ultimate finesse. It creates a new game entirely. It brings a level of unapologetic American muscle, character, and noise to a class defined by European precision. It is the sledgehammer to their scalpels. NNTHE 2026 Harley-Davidson Iron Fist 975 is a rebellion. It is a seismic cultural shift. It is the sound of a 120-year-old company kicking down its own walls and charging headfirst into the future. This machine will be despised by the traditionalists. It will be dismissed by the European purists. But it will be loved by a new generation of riders who have been waiting for an American motorcycle with the performance to finally back up the attitude. Harley-Davidson hasn't just built a Streetfighter. They have built a statement of survival. They have proven that the American icon is not ready to fade into history. It is ready to fight. This is a machine born from controversy and built for combat. What is your verdict? Is the Iron Fist 975 an act of genius or an act of necessary desperation? Is it the future of Harley-Davidson or the betrayal of its past? We need to hear your voice in the war brewing in the comments below.